Hello, I'm Sam. I've been teaching English for nearly 20 years. I'm from London, but I live here in Colombia, and I've worked with the British Council in Bogota for the past 10 years. I'm passionate about cycling and I love Indian food. It's definitely my favorite. Teaching allows me to help people communicate and build confidence in English. It's also a great way to meet interesting people. Colombian students are fantastic. Unlocking the power of Schwa. Welcome to this English on Air lesson, a series created to give you a real taste of how we teach at the British Council. Does English ever sound like washy washy wash to you? Like lots of words sound the same? They all blend into one continuous sound, they're not really pronounced clearly? The reason is the schwa. In this session, we're exploring one of the most famous and misunderstood sounds in English, the schwa. But what is it? It's the sound ah. It's like a lazy sound. Nothing moves. Relax. Relax your jaw, mouth relaxed. Lips relaxed. Tongue relaxed. Unstressed. It's neutral, like Switzerland. Like water. Repeat after me. Ah. 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 Good. So it's a quiet sound. It's short. You can hardly hear it, but it's everywhere. What letters make up this sound? As you probably know, English is quite weird with its spelling, but in fact, any vowel, A, E, I, O, U, even Y, can make the sound. So, for example, A, salad, away. Take E, cinema, elastic. Or I, animal, pencil. O, lemon, today. U, we have circus, support. And Y, analysis, syringe. Even combinations of vowels. So for example, O, U could be pronounced as a schwa. Famous. So it's so common that even though we have more or less 20 different vowel sounds in English, the schwa, just that one, makes up more or less 20% of all the vowel sounds we hear or that we use when we're speaking naturally. That one sound. So it's by far the most frequent sound we have in English. So why? Is it that we're just being lazy with our pronunciation? I think it is efficient. It's the easiest sound to make, so we use it when we don't want to stress a word or a syllable. In my experience teaching at the British Council, once students understand how and why we use the schwa and how common it is, their listening skills improve dramatically. It's like unlocking a secret code. So little words that aren't very important, like the, or to, or for, become schwas so we can say them quickly and listeners don't pay them too much attention. Longer words have stressed and unstressed syllables, and the unstressed ones tend to be the schwa. Look at these words. Listen to me say them. Can you identify the schwa or schwas? Teacher. Teacher. Did you hear that there is a schwa? Cha. Teacher. And in my accent, from London, we don't pronounce the R on the end of words. Okay, try this one. Yesterday. Yesterday. That's right, yep. The schwa is in the middle. Yesterday. Forever. Forever. There are two schwas. Forever. So we have one at the beginning and one at the end. Forever. Photograph. Photograph. The schwa is in that second syllable. Photograph. Listen to how that changes when we talk about the person. The person is a photographer. The stress changes and also the schwas. Photographer. 3 schwas. Photographer. Photographer. That was individual words, but what about in a sentence? When speaking naturally, lots of the little grammatical words become schwas so that we can speak quickly and easily. Look at this sentence or this question. We were thinking of seeing a film. Do you want to go to the cinema? Try to mark all the schwas that you can in this question. We were thinking of seeing a film. Do you want to go to the cinema? We were thinking of seeing a film. Do you want to go to the cinema? Do you want to go to the cinema? Okay, one more time. We were thinking of seeing a film. Do you want to go to the cinema? Okay, I'm going to mark the schwas. See if you get them all. There are loads. I bet you didn't get all of these. Some of them will depend on how you pronounce it and your accent, and if you want to stress a word, so we can say cinema or cinema, they're both correct. Okay. Trivia time. Here is a question for you to think about. How frequent is the schwa? Yes, I did say it was very common, but what percentage of words that we speak have the schwa sound? Have a guess. And let's find out at the end of this video. So, you know how to pronounce the schwa, and you know it's in lots of words. In longer words, is it in stressed syllables or unstressed syllables? That's right, in unstressed syllables. So, if you know the stress, and you know that it's pronounced strongly, and that the other syllables might be weak, and there's probably a schwa there. Take 3 words that I just said. Which sound is stressed? And where are the schwas? Pronounced. The schwa is in the first syllable. Pronounced. Syllables. Syllables. Yeah, the schwa is in the middle. Syllables. And perhaps at the end too. Syllable. And finally, probably. Probably. Yeah, the schwa is in the middle. Probably. Remember that pronunciation depends on your accent, and it also depends on how you want to say the word. Are you emphasizing it or saying it quickly in normal conversation? Words sound different if you say them slowly, alone, or quickly in speech. You see this with all those little grammar words which we can pronounce strongly to emphasize or weakly when in connected speech. For example, can. How do you say this in connected speech? Kun. I can see you. Try saying it. I can see you. Or this one, for, it becomes for. Let's go for a coffee. Let's go for a coffee. What about this one? To becomes to. Do you want to meet up? You can hardly hear it. Do you want to meet up? Of becomes uv. I've got lots of work to do. I've got lots of work to do. And the last one, and, it becomes something like then. My mum and dad. My mum and dad. Did you say them quickly with the schwa? It takes practice, but it will make your speaking faster and easier if you start pronouncing these little words with schwas. So they're not strong, they're just quick with schwas. Today we looked at one of the most common sounds in English, the schwa. Noticing how common it is will help with your listening and maybe explain why so much of English sounds like blah 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 or wachi wachi wachi. Using it in your speaking will help you sound more natural, not to mention more relaxed and smooth. Trivia answer. So back to the trivia question. Almost 1 in 2 English words contains the schwa sound. So when you're listening, half of the words you hear will have a schwa. Do you use schwas in half of your words when you speak? If you want to keep going, come learn with us at the British Council. We offer flexible English course plans that adapt to your lifestyle. You choose the schedule, intensity, and pace that work best for you. And remember, if English ever starts sounding like blah, 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 now you know why. See you in the next English on Air session. Bye for now.